Testing, testing. And it looks like we're back. Throw this little blanket over first. And now we got adequate soundproofing. Welcome back. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Hello. I'm gonna move this down here so I can see if I'm still making sound. So, last time on Ace Attorney, we finished the first game. This time on Ace Attorney, we have to start a new game. So that would be Justice for All. Now, if you're familiar with this game, this one's going to be a little shorter than the first one. What is it? The first case, or the first game, originally that stopped at the Von Karma case. And then they added the one with Damon Gantz afterwards. This one, however, only has 4 cases, so it's going to be a little shorter. Now, this is a weird game for me. It is, it's good, but it might be the worst of this trilogy. And that's for only 2 cases. 2 of them are bad, 2 of them are good, in my opinion. To your judgment, I'll let you decide which ones you like. So now, I believe it's time to begin. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. The Lost Turnabouts. How did I get into this mess?
That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Dracula Real. September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court Defendants, Lobby number 1. I'll allow it. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before our trial starts anyway. Huh. Looks like they hang up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Ah, my head. It's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there?
Good morning!
Good morning.
What's wrong? You don't look so well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit?
Sorry, but can you please turn the churnus down? My head sorta hurts.
Roger that!
Based. Am I in trouble or anything?
Trouble?
Wait, never mind, you're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong.
What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble.
What?
I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
Life in my hands?
You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty.
Not guilty.
Just when I thought I had lost all hope. When all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever.
What is this girl babbling about?
Actually, I love to watch court proceedings and always root for you when you win. Root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? Yeah, they record court proceedings in the Phoenix Wright universe. You can just, like, show up here and watch a trial.
What? Miss Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible.
No, I mean, I didn't mean like that.
Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this.
No, it's just, well... I think you have the wrong person.
Yes, I'm...
Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank?
The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately?
Trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay?
I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from. September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Do you see any other defense attorneys here?
I guess not.
Now then, are you ready?
No. What if I said no? Would that be alright?
Of course it wouldn't.
Why bother asking to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of...
No, I will not hear your excuses today, Mr. Wright. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten.
Oh, thank you for the offer. Let's get this clown out of here. How do I destroy you? Goodbye. Yes, I think he'll be brave enough.
I believe I told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten.
Actually, I have.
Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a member of was a fellow police officer.
A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that.
In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since the last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay. And who are you again?
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Forget about it.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
You look very well, Detective.
Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know.
We're under that detective?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And while I was trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir.
Yes, I'm in charge of the homosexuals, pal.
I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near the headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. Lennon beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct?
Why do I not remember getting a copy?
I see everything in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented.
The victims washed up from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. The court accepted the evidence.
Crime photo number 1. Added to the court record.
Now then, I recall yesterday's preliminary hearing. A very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess.
Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body.
Was there?
Have you lost your mind? Well, actually... it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record?
Hello. I'm streaming the first game of Justice for All. Phoenix Wright has amnesia.
Yep. Info about the evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab.
This, my badge. That proves that I am a defense attorney. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Order's in session. Save your chit-chat for later.
Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab?
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was that piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body?
I'm glad you asked. It was the glasses, Your Honor. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right! The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And held on to them as he fell.
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. These glasses they found at the crime scene are not mine, I swear.
You, sure about that?
Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day, I accidentally stepped on mine.
A coincidence, she says.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh? You have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence.
Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses underneath the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name. It is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
Crime photo number 2 added to the court record. He died on impact. No, don't worry, it just says he has a broken neck. He totally could have written something after breaking his neck. Don't worry, it's fine. That's actually not the contradiction, by the way. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clearly as Day on the ground.
But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine.
And how do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine?
This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all! Normally this is the part where you get in the witness's face!
Get in their faces and do what?
I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. Prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court. Which means they lie from time to time.
Lie? You think people would just come into court and lie? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, yes, but he's an idiot. Even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like the detective. He does look like a scatterbrain. Hey, fuck you, pal.
It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why you have to question witnesses, and you have to find and expose their lies.
Oops, I didn't mean to close that. This is the ace attorney, after all.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Forget about it. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses underneath the body, sir.
Hold it!
About those glasses, do you have any proof those belong to my client? I'm glad you asked, pal. No. The lenses are for nearsightedness and almost the same strength as his. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Hold it.
That's not in our court proceedings.
Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? Sir, please stop asking me so many questions. Oh, my feet hurt, pal. The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. What you are saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, what?
I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing! I can totally feel it down in my gut.
During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed, and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. You look at the wounds on the victim's body. There's no way it was anything else.
Please continue with your testimony, detective.
Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too, pal. I didn't want to believe it, but... Is that the name of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it, no matter which way you look. It still says Maggie, pal. He's got a point.
Hey, hold on!
Huh?
Don't hum me. I know the picture says Maggie, but...
Now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture.
That's how you know! You found a contradiction! Now hurry up and present some evidence.
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again.
Hard not to say she's the culprit.
Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going.
I'm glad you're all pumped up, bud.
I really want to see your special move, sir.
My what?
Yeah, I've played Capcom vs. Marvel. I know what your special move is. You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Presents evidence? Oh, that present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that.
Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right.
Huh?
I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well.
Oh, I was just about to talk about that.
Sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir.
People's profiles, huh? Alright. Let's give this another try.
Yeah, there's something even more incriminating than the glasses underneath the victim's body, sir. During his date, he was pushed from the bench, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed.
Oh, are you sure about that? Well, it says right here that this man broke his neck. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence in the statement now just related?
They aren't. Are they?
Not at all. Ms. Wright, please think about the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir.
Maggie, huh? Let's see. So, do we see any issues here? Oh, she's 22. Dustin Prince. The victim and policeman. He was defending the defendant, Maggie Bird. You're 53? The prosecutor of this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Hey, it's me, pal. Detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Anyways, yeah, her name is spelled wrong.
Oh, what is it?
I died in that court. It's come over me. Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, you talking to me, pal?
Please state the detective's defendant's name for me. Objectifying! I need her butt on my face, Your Honor. Objectifying! Objecting to being alive. Oh, you're right. I have to apologize to women. Yeah, so I'm logging back into Twitch right now. My screen, blue screened. So now this is officially a speed run.
The court is now ready for round 2 on this trial.
Dude, please state the witness's name for me. Yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna be speed running Homer's Odyssey. Let's do this shit.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? Oh, don't do that. You're gonna drop your mic.
Also, by blue screening, I lost like all my tabs, which is the biggest loss in my consideration.
you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where's this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name, it's Maggie Bird.
No, idiot. I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah!
It looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir.
As you can see, the victim did indeed leave the name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of the facts.
Oh!
We're just gonna ignore that his neck is broken and he wrote in perfect cursive.
How about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for her to not have known her name.
This is very true. Mr. Payne,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim Dustin Prince were in fact lovers?
Yes, why are you laughing? This is very serious case.
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor.
They were?
They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir, Bill.
So they were fucking. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had gone out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
Dustin and Maggie sitting in a tree. Talking about marriage. You seem to know a lot about the defendants.
Well, that's because I'm her boss and I've got to watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give as a present? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their...
I really don't need to know that much.
No! Tell us! Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendants, that should not be the point of discussion at this point. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's your fault, pal. You're guilty. I should have you arrested.
I think the good detective is about done here.
It was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Over 2 months ago?
Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was this birthday present?
She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, are you familiar with Michael Jackson? Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
Baseball glove. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made. The glove was custom made.
Yep, that's what I said. The glove was custom made.
But was the glove custom made? Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to the case.
Yes, it would seem there's little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? You think this glove is really relevant to the case?
Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to the whole case.
Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great.
Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you're all that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter.
Actually, I bought the glove with me today. And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry up and show the glove to the court.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. I just took it because I want... What the fuck is that? Anyway, this is it, sir.
It's, rather yellow, isn't it?
Baseball glove added to the court record. A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
I think this court has had enough. It's clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir.
We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, next we checked we found that there was sand trapped. There was also scratches. From this, we can listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. The name was definitely written by the victim.
But don't you think that would be rather strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, you really think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his presents?
The presents? What about it? The only reason I'm going so fast is because I like the next case a lot more than this. Detective Gumshoe. Take a look at this. The banana, sir? That's a glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow. But that is only one of its qualities. Oh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed?
Why, you're absolutely right! This glove is made to be worn on the right hand.
That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you?
Well, no.
So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
It's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his, wait a second.
Don't forget that the victim was left-handed.
Ugh!
This is I mean, objective.
No, I've heard enough. Overruled. Miss Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim.
Order! Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means that Maggie is...
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne!
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No!
All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Ooh, I can feel like I can breathe again.
It seems we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Ah, well, thank you, sir.
See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Baird.
No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What?
And what did this witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck?
Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for a recess.
To be continued. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. No. We're playing more. Fuck it. Actually, I probably want to save from here. "11:43 a.m.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on, I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. But we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course, I'd be honored to. I guess we'll start with my name and then you can tell me mine. I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know about you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. You opened the wrong tab. Oh?
I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back. Maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay. There's some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
My business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. I guess for now we should stop talking about me. Start talking about this case.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? Oh, absolutely.
You did this without even knowing who you are? What the fuck are you?
Yep, can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Oh, this cell phone.
Rape didn't tell me. This might be very important.
I'm glad you asked. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while I was on a walk with Dustin.
The Blue Badger!
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Justin and I waited for the new person to show up, but they never did.
So where's this phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this?
You think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know. But if my eyes lit up...
You were here all along? You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left.
Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. This is your grocery list. The thing you wanted me to bring.
Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? Eggs? Milk? There's about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good, as in...
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
Names list. A list of Oops. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group?
Don't look at me.
Where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
these numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I'll never get to be a forgetful prune like you.
Interesting.
Actually, Maya, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess we'll have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck.
Guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. September 8th, 11:54 a.m. District Court Room number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court it might be a little more lenient on.
No, I won't be doing that. There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, all right, go ahead.
Just now you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk.
Uh-oh. Hey.
Technically. Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk.
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. I suppose calling me a university would be the absolute truth, but given to settle would be an evil sniff, and I can have that. Everything in life is almost top to bottom. Agree about I'm looking for a perfect, unbeatable university. A rigorous selection process, and my serious.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. The fuck is he? A human chatterbox?
The question, Ken. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses, but you aren't wearing glasses.
That's enough! No name witness!
Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh man.
I forgive you, alright. I suppose I can tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, right?
I was drifting down the park, you idiots. It would appear that you are attached to that word. You must tell me. I remind you that I am in no way a creep, you at best, boy. Not on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again! Taking a walk. You know, you...
What do you witness will do, Mr. Wellington?
Yeah.
I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about life. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Never thought I looked up, and then I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that filled with police officers.
Certainly a decisive testimony.
Nice of Nick. Did you hear what he's just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
Mine is very common. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
He really is innocent. That can only mean one thing. The guy is lying.
Without question the witness, Mr. Wright.
Find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lie.
I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. 6 p.m. Police officer. I looked into their eyes and met the young lady. Then I saw her sweet face as the defendant. And then the only other thing I saw were those fucking bananas.
Is?
Maybe I need to bring this a little bit closer. Testing.
Yeah, Weldington's voice doesn't pick up very well.
Hello? There's 2 of me now.
I'm gonna turn noise canceling off just a little. 60% should. I didn't want to click there. My client is innocent. There is no way he could have seen it if he says he did.
Means if we can somehow show he's lying.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. Right. You got a sharp mind. I just remember I could remember who she is. I just wish I could remember.
Is everything okay, Nick?
No.
I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation.
Interesting.
Testing.
That's what I get for purchasing a mic from Walmart. If it keeps messing up, I'll just switch to a different one.
I don't remember the time at all that well, but I do believe it was well past 6 p.m. Where's the bananas?
Remember how you said bananas earlier? Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here.
Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But I don't think you can use this in a way to pull more information out of me.
Or you'd be wrong.
That's right. What's the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove?
Doesn't it look delicious? Here for a bite?
That's not... No!
Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. Mr. Wellington loves large bananas.
Nick! I hope you noticed the icy glares we're getting from everyone in here.
What in the world do you mean?
I'll have you know I like strawberries much better than bananas.
Whoops.
Think it over one more time and try again, Mr. Wright.
This witness knows nothing has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes?
Huh? How? You? Why are you asking me about all this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it's very simple. It's a mistake. A glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like one of those people who refused to Galileo. You used one of your word possible the other possibilities, and sure, the end we found the glove. However, when there's no room for other people, don't you?
And that is why I asked how bad your eyesight is.
They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
2200. Oh my god.
That's because I, lost them recently, you see. Also, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them...
How about when you've witnessed the crime? You wearing your glasses then? I think you were. How about it, witness?
Oh, an unrelenting, evil man. Like one of those people who rejected Joan of Arc. She was brave, courageous, only become by horrible and unrighteous people, and while she didn't do anything wrong, she was gruesomely burned.
Boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendants cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It's very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
What happened next?
Girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands, as they showed up within 10 minutes.
The person who was on the upper path saw you, and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she... After that, I immediately called the police station. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call.
Mr. Wellington, you please take a look at this.
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m.
So, what of it?
You said you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it?
Oh!
I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. Only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
Mr. Wellington,
Yes?
explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question.
Telephone,
Spit it out.
I was searching for a phone booth.
A phone booth.
Mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. Matryoshka doll. Must think you're really something special.
Witness.
I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy?
You lost it.
Unbelievable you lose your glasses and your damn cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses are strange and birational, and my own quirk would be a genius and simple, plain people like you don't understand?
Enough!
Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick, that cell phone! Could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. My phone! Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See it, here it is. Oh, I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. I thought that maybe this was just his.
Well, then I think we cleared this issue up. Time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way, leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
No, I don't think I'm done here, Your Honor.
Wait! What is with you today, Nick? Take a good look at the court record.
Huh? What are you talking?
Ah!
What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you screaming? I'm sure you have a question after all.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you!
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
Your Honor, I believe our suspect is an idiot. Quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No!
It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Oh!
Order! Order!
What is reporting the crime a little late proof for my defense?
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, it is very true. You have to say for yourself.
I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He'll dust him to get his phone back.
Maggie said she was going to return it to him. There was no reason for him to. On top of that, we still have the phone she was found. The phone she found.
If he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
Yes, I have an idea. There's only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, Be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, I will be penalized. Think carefully before you present to Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
I'm glad you asked. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? What did you find? Oh! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are, in fact, yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Yeah. Under the victim's body. Under the victim's body.
Order! Order!
No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and search frantically. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. That is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Of course I am. That is precisely what I am doing. This is a good moment to talk about the music. As you might have heard throughout, the music's a little different. Each game has its own version of each theme. So this is the Pursuit theme. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
Did you figure it out, Nick?
More or less. Turns out this cell phone was this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot.
Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again.
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. Time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This is third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. That's not how that works, Phoenix. Yeah, why? That's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? We already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, with an EY, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground.
What? Wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how would the person know her name was Maggie or Maggie?
That is a good point. Witness didn't even know Miss Bird before this trial.
Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way. It'd be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
I'm glad you asked. Through this cell phone. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct?
So what if I didn't?
You realized you lost it. What did you do?
What did I do?
Didn't you try to find it by calling it?
How did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled! Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And he also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
We have a recording of this conversation.
No.
Overruled.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie.
Mm.
But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie, but that name on the ground was written on the ground as Maggie. I hope you're keeping up. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded.
Order! Order!
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
Very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
Very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive.
The murder killed the victim because of this.
The defense is obviously haphazardly throwing out evidence in desperation.
Certainly seems that way.
Fuck.
Don't let all your hard work up to this point go to waste on a random guess.
What was I thinking?
Now then, please present to the court that this witness had a motive.
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What is this? A list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. We have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. Are you familiar with the KKK?
You looked up all those numbers?
Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to the people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided the... They disrupted the genius of dialogue.
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is an unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have numbers of a con artist group on his phone?
Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look in these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill.
No, this is too much.
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I
got you now.
That police officer.
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Did the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
This yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was commit his murder and to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Maybe we should be thinking crazy. Maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
Yeah. If we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that he didn't agree with him when he got there. Let's go back to that argument of which group he was a part of.
Well then, Mr. Wright. What was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh!
The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman.
He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone.
If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone.
In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone.
He went into a panic. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
Seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive, not bad for a person with a third-rate education.
What's that supposed to mean?
The evidence!
This guy's really creeping me out.
All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone numbers this, suspicious con numbers that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence?
You want proof that this phone is yours?
I already told you earlier. That phone I lost. I'd already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea whose phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton.
What?
It feels good to see you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor? This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. Cell phone. Must be something I've overlooked. It's gotta be. Maybe. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor.
I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What we are trying to determine is who that phone belongs to. Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added on some of those numbers in yourself.
Witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal.
The jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. The cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. The phone the fingerprints on the phone. I got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone.
Nick, don't you remember? You got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
I what?
You said there was sand all over it, so...
Wiped it? I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too.
It's so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves.
Made a complete recovery.
How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. I dropped it. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared.
You've gotta be joking. You erased all the numbers I was gonna use as evidence. Mr. Wellington.
What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you.
Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh, you're too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh my... Now I remember! Huh. Looks like they hung up.
Oh, good. I finally found it.
So that's when.
What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, you worked so hard to get this far, but in the end it never really mattered. If you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free.
I know. I know this phone has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that?
Mr. Wright, you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis, and therefore, no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where? Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who am I?
The court hereby concludes this cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day. So please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Please wait, Your Honor.
All right, Nick.
I think I might be able to prove it.
Prove it! Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything.
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor.
Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence in the court.
I only get one shot at this.
If you cannot prove everything, then we will kill you. It's over for your client and for you. You fully understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Miss Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
All comes down to this. It's go time.
Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine.
The judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it.
Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards.
Won't let me examine. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone?
Huh? Right now? But court is still in session.
It's okay. You'll see.
Okay, if you say so.
Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright?
We're going to call my cell phone right now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Why is my phone? What is with the stupid sounding ringtone? That's the Steel Samurai, you stupid motherfucker. Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Oh! No! It can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one.
Well, he's dead. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
And Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding.
Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Throw the confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned.
I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. Damn, that's the worst one of them all. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? Worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Right. We were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh! Yes, we're dating now. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. My glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's my fault. Dustin's death? Your head being messed up. Oh, well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah. After all, Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet! I'm gonna make it, I promise! Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves, too. What a horrible day. Got my memory back. Things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I had clashes with in the past during certain cases. He's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by others people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person. I don't know who the fuck he is. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else.
And this girl. Mia? No! Maya! You finally remembered! This is Maya Fey, my assistant. Right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example,
Nick, what's wrong? Keep staring at me. Don't tell me you missed me.
oh, well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. That story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabouts. The end. Reunion and Turnabout. Who the fuck are you? Testing. And we're back. Episode 2. Reunion for Turnabout.
Yes, no accidents. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Beanie? I finally get to see you again, and
Not your fault. You didn't do it.
no, I did it. I killed that person.
That wasn't you.
Doesn't matter. It might as well have been me.
Can't believe something like this has happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess. Going through my mind.
What depressing rain. You understand how depressed that makes me, do you?
I guess.
But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rain spell will take a break with a day of sun, is what that girl said. I'll stake my life on it.
Well, it's the weather.
That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl? She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit.
About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl?
I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon.
Mine may never to end up under his knife.
I'm here today because of this incident.
Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Ooh. Oh, you're the doctor at...
It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting!
Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray.
The girl, the one that let's just say hypothetically, the one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, Now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoings. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into the accordion model.
That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There are rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice.
Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me.
I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point. This case is over a year old. Why bring it up now?
That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. You understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic.
You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? Uh-oh. Are we still going? Yeah, it still says I'm good. Okay. Saw my internet go a little spike.
I want you to help me prove I'm innocent.
You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right?
No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct?
Yeah, Maya. Why would he know her name?
I heard you were working under her for a little while.
Well, yes, but hey, wait a second here. I worked under her?
Yes, am I wrong? You told me. So, I'm not quite sure if...
Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training.
Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you.
What? I'm not.
She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training.
Huh?
I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey.
Maya? Really that famous?
I've already set up an appointment.
For what?
What else? Channeling. I'm gonna have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed.
Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now.
We the women of the Fey clan have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
She told me. Guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult.
Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit, not true. So, she gave me one condition before accepting my request.
Condition?
The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again.
Me.
And that is why I searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you?
So, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor.
Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitors.
So this is Karine Village, Maya's hometown. Hello. Why, hello there. Goodbye there. What an odd little girl.
Hey, wait up, Pearly.
Someone else is coming this way.
Nick!
Maya! How are you? It's good to see you again.
Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up.
It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away.
Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little.
It's only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more.
No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Till I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself.
Oh, well. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear your training is going well for you. This, my badge.
Ah, it's good to see this tarnished badge again.
What do you mean by tarnished?
Well, look. This badge is like every other. It's bound to lose its color and shine after years and years. But you know, polishing it up once in a while wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm warning you, I'm not the same weak Maya you knew a year ago, Nick.
You seem to have a lot of faith in yourself.
You'll see soon enough. I think you'll be totally shocked by how good my hamburgers are now.
You training to be a medium or a cook? Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon.
But this case, do you know the messy story behind it?
Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? They pinned the blame on the nurse. He killed her in what appeared to be a car accident.
Huh? What is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway?
The tabloids.
That's what I thought.
I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard about it from Dr. Gray, the murderer. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where? I lost it.
So this is your hometown, huh, Maya?
Yep. Terrain Village, but I heard people call this place Medium Valley, too.
Interesting. Everyone that lives here is a spirit medium?
No, pretty much. Most of my ancestors were, too, I think.
That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong.
Actually, only the women in this village are medium.
What did the men do?
They usually work someplace outside the village.
Girl. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her?
Oh, you mean Pearly?
Pearly?
Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly.
Cousin. Wait, then that means, is she also a...
Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling.
I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier.
Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away.
Suspicious looking?
Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters.
Of course not.
Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Terrain Village.
Terrain.
Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers.
Alright. Good luck, Maya. Thanks. At least she's still the same perky Maya. Fuck. I didn't mean to press that. Medication room. June 19th, Faye Manor. Meditation room.
Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed.
Nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy?
No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. Can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves.
Like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. Anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. I believe it. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though.
I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too.
Guide map. Diagram of Fey Manor. Yeah, this guy is... I don't even have to know the context. He definitely is the murderer.
Look, here's my attorney's badge. Are you trying to compete with me and my profession with that piece of scrap? I'm a surgeon. Compared to you lawyers, I'm practically a saint. Yes, well, I don't exactly have any patience right now. But listen good, I'm not the one that made that mistake.
The doctor needs his head examined. What do you have to say about this person, Dr. Gray?
This person? Judging by their face. What is it? They have a weak stomach.
Really? What are you going to do once the nurse spirit has been called?
I'm going to kill her. Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. Oh.
A signed confession?
Yes, confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. For the confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop.
Oh, I see. So, did you hear about Maya Fey?
I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. The girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channel.
The home, huh?
And Miss May is the daughter of the master, I hear.
Master.
Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Maya's aunt is right there, right now. Would you care to meet her?
I'll go talk. Fey Manor, Channeling Chamber, June 19th. Oh, such a strange atmosphere. Flickering lights. I guess they're candles?
Good sir, who might you be?
My name is Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, you must be that good sir.
Good sir? Is she talking about me?
You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya.
Is that so? Mystic Maya?
I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fey.
Nice to meet you.
I had wanted to speak about you. About a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid.
Huh?
Don't tell me you have already forgotten. Was it not for you, Mystic Maya and her assistants? You would surely not have won.
Just a girl that runs away and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job? What the fuck? I'm awesome at my job. And I've become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression.
The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now.
Ah, thank you. This, my badge.
Good sir!
We would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations?
Sure. Go ahead. He's a fail, right? Just as odd as the rest. So why did you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange?
Good sir!
Yes!
How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya?
I'm sorry.
She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya.
So about Mystic Maya.
Is the blood.
Excuse me?
Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining.
Only one remaining. What's that supposed to mean?
Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Kurain channeling technique.
Okay. Where do you stand?
That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family.
Branch family. What's that?
It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurain school.
So, how strong are you?
The shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare to the lowliness of my power to the Master's.
That's how it is. So, today's channeling will be her first?
Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong.
And these are the written rules?
It's usually easier to call that person to our world.
Traffic accident, indeed.
The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing.
So this room is the channeling chamber?
The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed.
I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session.
Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here.
Oh.
Secrets of the Kurain techniques cannot be seen by just anybody.
Never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before.
It is also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong, that is why, while channeling is performed, that heavy door is securely locked.
Oh, that's what the lock is for.
Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir.
Pearl?
She's an adorable, angelic young girl.
Hello. Oh, that odd.
She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say?
Oh, what a cute daughter you have.
A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request.
Well, not like I had the chance to, anyway.
I must insist and stress that I do not let it occur.
Okay, I get it.
Hello.
Wow. This garden is breathtaking. Somebody put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It's a little out of place in a garden like this. The Eeper. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's a bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them.
Hi, you! Hold on now, this gal's got a few questions to ask.
I'm sure that I've heard that southern accent somewhere before.
Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year?
You are a lot of hair. A lot of hair, was it?
Lot of who?
Oh, wait, you best not be making fun of my hair now. No, I wasn't making fun of. I was complimenting you on your fine hair. I dare say you're one heartless man, Mr. Wright. It was because of my testimony that your friend got out of being guilty. Looks like you already forgot that. Hold up. You're working with the prosecution at first as one of their witnesses, and came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor details, stop being so uptight, letting the little things get in the way. My name's Hart. My name's Hart. A lot of heart. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh yeah, that's it. Now listen here. I'm here to take some pictures today. I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. So I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. You betcha. Hardest working one out there, I reckon. Didn't I say I was gonna make a name for myself as a famous paranormal photographer? Oh, I got an achievement. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. Channeling's about to get started. Is that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. Come on. What a heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess, looking back, we had some good times, too. June 19th, Fay Manor, Meditation Room. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Yeah, sure I would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind. So please take care of it well. I'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Click. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear Madame, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. And that is the end of Phoenix. What are you? This is Kurain village. You cannot follow our traditions and rules. We request that you leave. Sorry? Wow. You shut a lot up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Going to take a sip of my oh fuck. Hey now, what was that just now? Came from inside the channeling chamber. Fuck. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. Miss Faye, what should we do? You little bale of chicken liver. What are you waiting for? Get down already. But the key. That key is a one of a kind. In this world, there's only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. There's really no other way. Alright. Stand aside. I'm gonna break the door down. Wait. Please, that sort of recklessness. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Dr. Gray! Okay, so he is not the murderer.
I was murdered.
Maya!
That man murdered me. So I killed him.
What? Lotta! At a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she...
Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here.
Hey, let's go, city boy. Let's leave this to Granny. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And? They're on their way. That's good, Lottie. I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, they'll be here soon, right? The police, I mean. I reckon you should be getting back to the crime scene now. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she?
I pulled the trigger.
Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? I know he's a prick. Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like a wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's really controlling. Yeah, you go grab a thing of water. Try and be all sweet.
I require hydration. Fuck.
Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. It's been real rough to work for him. Medication room.
Mr. Wright.
Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya?
She has returned to this world. Spirit severing technique was successful.
Let me see her, please.
She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery.
Guess I just have to wait.
The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting, pal. Huh? You again?
What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe?
Actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. Just sit tight, alright?
Why is he grinning at me?
Shall I show you the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? Detective Jimshoe?
My name isn't Jim Shoe, pal.
Two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for this now is see what everyone else has to say. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? Oh, don't let me be next! Hey, don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Nope, don't know nothing about that. Things that don't catch my eye don't catch my interest. She calls herself a journalist? Nope, don't know nothing about that. Things that don't catch my eye don't catch my interest. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back at you. Is all too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm going to try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less score. What's up? Oh yeah. What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took pictures at the murder scene inside. You did. 2 even. Seance murder? I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. I hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. Oh, I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier.
Like, how can I help you? So isn't it about to start?
Huh? Time to start what?
Like the channeling.
Channeling?
Oh,
No. Actually, the situation has kind of changed.
huh? Like, what do you mean?
Please stay calm, but, there's been a murder.
So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right?
Yes, a person has killed another person.
Oh, that's like, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer.
Yeah. For all that effort. That's all she had to say?
Oh, I'm, sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Miny. At the college, I'm researching and studying, parapsychology.
Parapsychology.
That's right. I think people, usually call it, occult study or something. Like, supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers. That sort of stuff.
That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not all that smart. So, I don't, get it.
But I feel like she's just putting on an act.
This face, I think I've seen it somewhere before.
What? You're joking, right?
Of course I am, silly.
Oh, thank goodness. So what brings you here today?
So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, do you know of a good spirit medium?
Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this.
I was like, talking to dead people and, multiple personalities are my thing.
I see. And why were you taking a nap here?
I was sleepy. I wasn't feeling good.
Huh?
I'm, allergic to sesame seeds. They, must have put some in the food they served for lunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
So I, felt sick and came in here to, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, slept a long time.
So you were sleeping here the entire time?
Yeah, ever since lunch.
So you don't know anything about the murder that took advice.
Like what? Oh, that. I, totally know nothing. So, who was, ill?
Surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, a long, long time ago. I was, a patient, yeah.
Sounds like she's trying to hide something. Bay Manor. No one here, usually. Child. Ah! Hey! How are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What are you doing with that? What's that she has in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Small incinerate. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. Every family has to burn their own trash. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Police are busily running here and there. I don't see Maya anywhere.
Hey, you! Don't touch anything!
Look, I really need to ask you some questions.
Don't look at me like some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? I'm really busy right now. I can take a look at it later, alright, pal?
He didn't even take a glance at it.
I'm really busy, pal.
About Maya?
I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it.
Yeah. Only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. Maya's...
You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence.
Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. Yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Ray was shot with a gun, huh?
He was shot in the forehead, but
But?
he was always also stabbed in the chest with a knife.
A knife.
Basically, the Vic was first stabbed and then he was shot.
Uh... Not much I can examine in here.
Oh, dear madame, you have such impeccable timing. What's all the buzz?
Alright, everyone, listen up, you two, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not gonna be done until real late.
That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight.
What a mess. Can't believe how crazy this day has turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. June 20th. 8028.
Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. Oh, Maya's okay. Just hurry and get to the detention center ASAP.
Nick! Nick!
Maya.
What am I gonna do? Never imagined it would turn out like this.
Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center.
Finally. I finally get to see you again and...
It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
No! I did it! I killed that person!
But that wasn't you.
Doesn't matter. Might as well have been me. I was too weak and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so...
I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but...
You don't have to be nice to me. I understand.
So you're the master or something of the Karine School of Channeling?
Actually, my mother is for now. Since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday.
Many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act.
You believe in us, don't you?
Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Maya's channeling a spirit. Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. A supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray that he said he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber?
I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and he started praying to Jesus Christ. I sat down across from him,
Okay.
closed our eyes, and I began the channeling.
This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story.
That's the last thing I remember.
What?
After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness.
Then you don't remember a single thing.
When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. There was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream.
A dream. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling?
I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. What's something like that?
See. No idea what to say to that.
A really familiar smell, too.
Under the ground?
Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelled that same scent before.
Guess this is about all the information I'm gonna gather for today. Be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay?
Huh? It? What is it?
Document requesting me to be your attorney, of course.
But...
Wrong.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet.
But I did! I killed that person with these two hands!
It's enough, Maya.
It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure.
Stop it!
Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared.
Don't worry. I will. When's the trial?
Sound like tomorrow.
Fuck. Shit. Tomorrow, 0 prep time. Alright. I'm going now.
Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers.
Magatama received from Maya. Slightly translucent, it's small, but it has a deep, profound aura about it.
Make sure you show that to Pearlie, okay, Nick? I'm sure she'll be a big help to you. Alright, time for another 2-hour train ride. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. It's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday.
Are we back?
There we are. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Oh, like, you're, like, that guy from yesterday, the dentist guy. No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith Esquire. That's right. I mean, you're wrong, my name is Wright. Smith Wright. Well, I got like 3 letters. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college, and, you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so questioning. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay, like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? Oh, so, like, what was I talking about again? If I ever wanted another genuine, mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today? There's, like, so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose this village is the real thing after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She's sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. What happened? You heard about the murder? It's like totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're, like, talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too. Right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked. Flashback. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? What was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient. Yeah. Okay. He is definitely hiding something wrong. Like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. Take this chance thoroughly and check it. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue. Hello. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue, and jaw-droppingly large strawberry dessert.
Sure, Maya will be very grateful.
That's Mystic Maya, good sir.
She is one scary lady.
Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night. As did I.
Now it's important for me to search the site. I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. What happened? I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday.
You mean the awful tragedy?
Yes.
That man murdered me. So, I killed him.
Maya?
Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police.
What happened in here after I left?
Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head.
Make her go unconscious, correct? Oh.
That is correct. Next I performed the spirit severing technique.
Spirit severing.
Spirit that the nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse back to the other world.
I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly?
Tunneling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls in especially strong spirit, the spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt. How?
When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. Put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
Experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit.
Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling.
That's why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible accident.
And that would be...
The folding screen there is the Kurain sacred writings. Along with the Kurain sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. I ever found out that something had happened to either one. Oh, the humanity.
Odd for her to be worried about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how's Pearl today?
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. And compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spirit power to become a master.
That's very impressive.
Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and is the pride of the Branch family.
Wow. She's really fired up now.
In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what?
Oh my!
What is it?
That is Mystic Maya's Magatama. Why do you have this in your possession?
I'm sorry.
Return it to Mystic Maya at once.
Yes, madame. Why did I feel like I was being scolded by my own mother just now?
We'll be leaving shortly to meet with Mystic Maya. I simply do not have time to look at such trivial matters.
This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. Straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, My eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Beautiful and expensive folding screen. Also looks quite old. Seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but can't read it. This is a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright. Please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. That bitch of a lawyer said hi. Some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. I hope no one is hiding back there. Hello. You surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. Like the same thing she had yesterday. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now. Morgan sees us like this. I'll be the next one they're channeling.
That's Mystic Miles!
Oh, I don't know how to do your voice. Oh. Huh? You actually spoke.
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya.
You worked with Mystic Maya? You were Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
What?
So then, of course, you're gonna help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're gonna do, right?
Well, yeah, I will. Oh, I can.
Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Am I being boiled into like a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, things aren't like.
I'm Pearl. I'm still figuring my voice out.
Yeah, I can't maintain that voice.
I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you any way I can.
Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be just like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people
don't use Mystic Maya's title, God's still figuring me out. I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if that's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes. For example, I studied the Karain technique.
Ah, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, I don't have no idea. I just know about Coca-Cola and Fortnite. Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world.
So what's that you got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. You want it? I can give it to you.
Alright. Well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
He not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Megatherma?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
I can accept something like this. Alright. All I should really do is charge this Megatherma with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy.
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
We'll let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets.
Yes. It's alright with you. I would like to accompany you for a little while. Explain the Megatherma's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Cool. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Oh, she's like totally cute. She like your daughter. What? No. How old do you think I am? I don't fucking know how old you are. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I totally don't know him. Welcome to the negative dimension. What the fuck is that?
The answer, Mr. Nick. You see the lock on that person's heart.
Huh? What?
It was the power of the Megatherma. Only you can see the psyche locks, Mr. Nick.
Psyche locks. Huh.
The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. Only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock, but how?
Please use Mr. Aya's Megatherma on this person. Let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try.
Must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. You don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Well, gotta start somewhere. Give the Psyche Lock thing a try. The victim. Eeny Miny. I believe you know who Dr. Gray is.
I told you. I told you. How many times do I have to repeat myself? You're so totally sure though. Where's your proof?
Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known him.
What do you mean?
Indirectly. Try and show that the possibility existed. Something that shows a possible connection between Eenie and Dr. Gray. Here is your proof.
What is that?
Ouch. I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Pearls did warn me. You make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. I don't have enough evidence. Probably stop. Just take another look at the court record. Think it thorough one more time. Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe that you might have at least indirectly known of him. Oh. Here, your proof. What? Oops. I don't think I have enough evidence yet.
I should investigate, gather some more clues before I try again. Say hello to the new game mechanic. We're gonna be seeing a lot of that.
Hey, it's you, pal, so you're gonna be her lawyer, I bet.
Yes?
Ooh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side.
Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest.
Wow. I never knew Gumshoe liked kids.
Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, what are you showing her something that's dangerous?
Oh, sorry.
What about Maya and the charges against her?
I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we got a few pieces.
Got proof?
Yeah, pal, that puffy-haired photographer's gonna testify tomorrow.
Must be talking about Lada. Actually, speaking of Lada, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember, I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lada's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured.
Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. Hey, that's a cute kid. Want to play with my gun? Don't worry, I'm already armed.
What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray.
The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year.
Yeah, I know.
I was looking through some newspapers last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it.
Searching through his pocket. Boy, are those big.
Looks really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal?
Copy of that article. I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he was by. About Maya's trial tomorrow.
I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal.
2?
Yeah. Bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first?
Guess I don't really care. Doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it.
Alright, pal, well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma.
What? Von Karma? Manfred von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in his 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil that he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and...
That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor.
Successor? So, who is the successor of Von Karma?
Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal.
Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? That kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about.
Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. She's the little German boy that you have to worry about. The country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents.
Germany, huh? That's probably why I never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. I get a terrible flashbacks to that case. Hello. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore now that he's gone. Didn't want to go in here. I'm running on a...
Phew. Feels like I've been gone forever. Only been one day. Oh, right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is. Right on top of my desk. The only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping. 1. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray's Surgical Clinic. Hello, Charlie. Charlie, quite decorative plant. The memento of my boss, Mia, passed away. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I always manage to care for this little. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day. Hey, it's that news story. That one about the malpractice suits. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought in my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Newspaper clipping 2 added to the court record. Meanie, I do believe you know who Dr. Gray is. Newspaper clipping 2. Mimi Miney, nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep. That was not the backspace. I told you, like, fuck. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? Story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Meanie Miney. Miney's a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours. You notice she was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister. You a nurse, perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Fuck, that healed me. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. Ooh. This track is called Reminiscent. It's one of my favorite ones, actually, of the reminiscent type theme. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sister was, like, always coming home, fully wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sister so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations, like, the duties and stuff. That pushed her to death. Oh. I'm sorry. But, like, are we dumb? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone.
Understand now, Mr. Dick? This is how psyche locks work.
Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
Lock this time was pretty easy, but might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. You don't have enough proof. Be careful. Know when to stop trying.
Where did this box come from? sure this wasn't here last night. It's like a box for storing clothes, but pretty big for just clothes. Mostly empty. A few pieces folded. Pieces of channeling costume sit at the bottom. There we go. Wright Village.
Vic,
What's wrong?
I've never left Karain Village.
Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing.
I'm gonna meet with Mystic Maya. Aren't you? At least how I said hi.
Hey, wait! He ran off. Again. Well, I know Eni's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm gonna save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Huh? Must be Maya.
Been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix?
That voice. Mia!
Even without me being here, looks like you learned to stand on your own.
Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She's a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world, borrows Maya's body for a bit.
Phoenix,
You can't make that kind of face in front of your client.
a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad.
Mia.
You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there.
In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix.
So, tell me about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister's in a lot of trouble again, considering where I fucking am.
Told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened.
I see.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
Pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation.
What is that?
Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client.
Think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure?
I know she is. I'll give you a hint as to why.
Yes?
Mediums can't have dreams.
They can't?
What you told me sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling.
Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground.
That is impossible.
You've heard it from her.
Sure, when a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time.
Then, what does this mean?
I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up.
Set up?
It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow.
And show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on?
You're looking for a clue. It's already in your hands.
It is?
Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key.
Really?
Come on. Show me the key to this case.
Key, huh? Alright. I'll show it to her. Key I hold. This. My badge. Mia.
Wow, this badge brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? I'd love to stand with you at the defense bench one more time. Mia. That's right. I'm already dead. I feel very grateful to have been born a Fae. I can talk with you like this.
that.
Mia, have you seen this key before? The key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What do you mean? Soon this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, I'm gonna win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is. Who could have? I didn't know it at the time. But this day was gonna end with a turn for the surprising. Mia? What? Wrong. Right. Only I can see the psyche lock. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for her, this to be something that she would hide under lock and key, even from me. What in the world is going on? To be continued. Now, I'm going to do something unusual. We're going to save. And I'm going to continue just so we can see who the prosecutor is. And then I'm going to call it quits. What? What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean? No. I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. A real fuckwit. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks also he could win. The man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now he's his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Maya! Early! You shut up! Thanks for coming all this way.
I was really worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
I was watching over the trainees. Said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Yep. I snuck out the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran.
I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by that train, then... Oh man. Early. What about the train?
Huh? Which, train?
I give up.
Time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that?
He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him to this day. I'd seen him only yesterday, as though I'd only seen him yesterday. Every trial was scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? Why, Nick? I'm... Sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. He's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom.
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick!
Hello.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. All the prosecution and the defense prepared.
There we go. Okay. I'm very eager for us to see more of her. That is unfortunately what I will call the end of the stream. It's been a fun one. But I'm a little hungry. I gotta eat. Hopefully, I'll be able to do these more regularly on Friday, so we can actually see more of Sayaka. But until then, thank you for watching. We'll see you about next time.